This is what a butternut squash looks like. Tonight I had one for dinner and I cut it in half and cooked it and put some butter and some cinnamon on it, and it was so delicious. And then I saved all the seeds that came inside the squash. These are what the seeds look like. I am going to plant them in a paper towel. First, I'm going to wet my paper towel. Now I put my seeds right on top of the paper towel, and I'm going to fold the paper towel in half and put it inside a baggie. Now the wet paper towel and the seeds are in my baggie, and I wrote the date on the baggie so I don't forget what day I planted them. Now I'm going to tape them onto a sunny window. I taped it on my window. Do you think the seeds will grow? Let's see. April 7th. You can see a little root coming right out of that top seed. April 9th. This is what our seeds look like on April 10th. Today, I'm going to take my squash seeds off the window and open up the baggie and see how they're growing. You can see the roots coming through the paper towel. I'm going to put it back in the baggie and back on the window. This is what our seeds looked like on April 12th. On the left is the butternut squash that I planted on April 2nd, and on the right is spaghetti squash that I planted on April 12th. I'm growing both and just going to compare them, although they're both in the squash family, to see if they grow differently or look different. The seeds on the right were started on April 12th. The seeds on the left were started on April 2nd. Today is April 13th. Wow, look how much the squash seeds have grown. The butternut squash seeds have grown. Children can even see how the plant came out of the seed. A fun science experiment would be to look at it every day and measure with a ruler and chart it and watch it grow over the course of time. When I look at this, I see the roots, and I can't even open the paper towel all the way because the roots actually put themselves through the paper towel. On the right are my spaghetti squash seeds, and they are obviously not growing yet. They look very similar to the butternut squash seeds. A little bit different. It would be fun for kids to look at the differences. I have a choice now of taking these out and planting them in dirt or continuing to keep them in the paper towel. I think I'm going to keep them in the paper towel. Hi friends, you know, Earth Day is in a few days, and I thought, what a perfect time to plant our seeds that we've been growing. Let's see what they look like. Wow, I see the green and the leaves and the roots look really strong. Does not look like our spaghetti squash seeds are growing yet. So let's plant our butternut squash plants. So this is a very low maintenance, low supply project. All you're going to need is a pot and soil, preferably a clay pot, but you can use plastic too, or you can use something recyclable. I love my fingers to touch the dirt, and typically children do too, so I am not going to wear gloves. I am going to plant my seeds with my hands. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my beautiful squash plants out of the baggie. Are you ready to see what they look like? Ta-da! Wow. Look at those beauties. I am going to have to pull the paper towel apart and probably break a few roots, but I think it's okay. Let's see what happens. I pulled the paper towel apart and there is a little piece that got stuck right here, but other than that, it's really fine. And you can see the leaves coming right out of the seeds. It's so exciting. So now I'm just gonna pull my leaves right from the paper towel. So I have a tiny bit of paper towel stuck to the seeds, but that's fine. It's recyclable and it can go right into the dirt. So I planted these seeds on April 2nd, and today is the 20th. So it took 18 days for it to look like this. Pretty amazing. So now I'm just gonna make a little hole with my finger. That's all you need to do, and the kids can do this. Make a hole, and I'm gonna put my plant right in there. The seeds, the paper towel. It's important to make sure that the roots are all in there. And now I'm going to cover all the roots with dirt, pushing it all around. I'm just going to tuck that little root down and that little root down, and there we go. We have the beginning of our squash plant. And as it grows, your kids can put a stick in to help it wind around. And now I'm going to give them a little drink. Children absolutely love watering plants, and they really feel like they're taking care of the earth and nurturing something and watching it grow. So this is so easy to try. I hope you do, and happy Earth Day to everyone.